It's the end of the year. I just want to talk about some of the gear that I've sold this year, stuff that I've actually used, and I either got rid of it because I don't like it anymore, or I upgraded. So the first thing that I have gotten rid of this year was the gig bar move. Now, I know some of you are probably sitting there going, you flip-flopping son of a bitch. That's not the case. Look, I know that this is a hated light out there. Did I sell it because I hate it, or I gave into the pressure? No. But I will say, I do agree with some of the gripes that other DJs have with the gig bar move. You know, is it great for weddings specifically? Should this be a wedding light out on the market? Should you set this thing up on a T-bar, turn it on, have blinky lights, you know, zzz, 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 moving around? For me, it just became, no. So do I agree with other DJs? Yeah. You know, does that mean that you shouldn't do it? No, I'm not going to tell you what lights to do. If you like them and your clients are having a good time, then whatever. But I think what really hit it for me, I was watching an episode of Bridezilla, which if you guys haven't seen this, you need to watch it. It's unbelievable.
And when the guests get restless, the father of the bride makes the grievous error of starting dinner before the bridal party can be announced.
First we have Ronnie and Amanda.
Zilla no likey.
One of the DJs there had his gig bar kind of on during the first dance. And they're dancing in this room, and it's just like, and lights are hitting them, and that I don't get. If you've got these kind of lights, or any lights, honestly, unless you got like a spotlight, I'd say like keep those off during the first dance. It just doesn't look right. It looks like you're at a Chuck E. Cheese. So right now what I use is the Ape Lab Stick XL. And I attach those to my speakers in my DJ booth. Gives me a nice wash effect. I absolutely love them. I think it looks great. If my client orders uplighting, then that's all I'll use. I'll set those up around the room and just use the uplights. I'll use no other lighting. Another thing I sold was the EV30Ms. And, you know, during my review video, I said, are these right for weddings? Are they loud enough? And I was saying, yes, they are. They're not. That came from experience. I was at a gig. I actually have a gig log of this show where this happened, and I'll link it somewhere in the description if you want to watch it. But one of the guests came up to me and was like, hey, can you turn it up? Turn it up? That's like the worst thing you want to hear as a DJ. Like, your music ain't loud enough, bro. I was like, okay, so I walked around the room just to see, you know, is he right? Is it too loud? And I kind of walked in the back and I was like, oh man, you can't even hear it back here. You couldn't feel the sub. It's only a 10-inch sub. So that night I went home, I was like, all right, I was wrong about those. And ordered the J-Mix 8s, the RCF J-Mix 8s, and those are awesome. I also sold my Sennheiser, you know those little G4 wireless receivers that you're supposed to turn a regular microphone into a microphone, or you can use it as a remote speaker. I just have never had success with them. They always dropped out unless you had like perfect line of sight, which is impractical for what I wanted to use it for. So those are gone. I sold those. I did pick up those X-Vive, whatever they're called. You know what I mean? The other ones that are out there. And I did a test outside, and you know, they work in my backyard and at home, but in real world experience, I just don't trust these things. So what I do now for a remote speaker, which has worked flawless, is use my lapel mic system. I got a video that shows you all how to do that on my channel, so check that out. But I think if you're going to do remote, use that. The Bose S1 Pro is gone. I recently just sold that. Why? I picked up the Everse 8. And after having the Everse 8 and the Bose S1, there's really no reason to have two compact top battery-powered speakers. I got to the point where I was coming up on my 30-day return policy on the Everse. You know, I had used it, I'd never taken it out. It's not been used in real-world experience except for in my house. I had a little Christmas party for my kids and the neighbors, and I used that with my Denon Prime Go. And, you know, obviously it was fine. But between the two, I thought, well, why don't I sell the Bose S1? And I got about $400 for it, which is great. So I like cut the price in half of the Everse 8 that I paid. But between keeping the two, I'll keep the newer one. You know, it's definitely an upgrade. I think it's louder for sure. It had better features and options. The capability of powering up my wireless mic. It's got anti-feedback. It's got the app. So it was definitely an upgrade, which means the Bose is bye-bye. The Rockville Rock Booth XL is also gone. And that was a hard one. Probably the hardest one I had to sell. I really didn't want to, but I realized after upgrading to my DJ furniture, there's really no reason for me to have this. I do smaller gigs. You know, like I've done some parties, and I have the fast set DJ table, which I've taken with me, and that's worked great, and actually is nice. All right, I got a Halloween party tonight. I want to show you guys my micro setup. I'm using that fast set table with the scrim. Dead and Prime 2, Bose Tone Match 4, Bose 32 with the sub 2, and that's pretty much it. That's all I need for tonight. I'm gonna use my headphones, got my mat, and then I've got Ape Lab uplights all around the room I'll be using as well. And then I'm gonna try this X5 just on my Sennheiser so I didn't have to bring a wireless mic tonight. But I don't have any regrets on picking up DJ furniture. I love this thing. I bought the Max Design Booth XL, and just fantastic booth. Fantastic. Everything's pre-wired. I'll do a video on that showing you how I kind of pre-wired everything to make my setup just go even quicker. I also got rid of the Maui 5 Go, and I made a whole video on it right here, so you can watch that video right there. I was going to talk about it here, but there was no need since I already made a video, so go check that out. Hit the like button, hit the subscribe if you want to see more stuff, and I'll see you at the next one.